The government launched Green Ghana Day 2 years ago, so the greening is not surprising.
It's an anniversary.
Yeah, so Dr. Umaru and his ministry started the Green Ghana, and it appears it was a bad omen for them. Truth is, if anyone was observing things in this country, they would believe that the government would lose. I had a belief that the NPP government was going to lose, but I didn't expect the defeat, the gap to be this huge. You know, there was this narrative the NPP started pushing last minute that, oh, they'll win parliamentary. And when they win parliamentary, the election will go into a runoff. And then they'll win presidential. Because when you win parliamentary, like happened in 2008, where Mills's party won the parliamentary side, going to the runoff, it was easy to say that, well, you have given us parliament, give us the presidency. It was a narrative the NPP pushed, and I thought that they were holding on to something. Turns out, parliamentary was going to be, I think this would be the leanest minority ever.
Yeah.
And if there was any word to describe minority, it is what's happening in parliament.
This is a real minority.
This is a real minority, because to be less than 2/3, even though a lot of results are yet to be firmed up, but from what is being put out there, it looks like it's going to be 2/3 majority for the NDC side. This is huge. This is almost like a one-party state level of defeat. So I did not think that the NDC's win was going to be this big, because, and again, I'm speaking based on precedent. In the past, all the times NDC has won, it's been a very slim majority. So in 2008, when Atamils won against Akufo-Addo, it was 40,000, 50,000. And in 2012, Mahama won with some 300,000 extra votes. And then in 2016, he lost. 2020. So usually we expect the NDC's victory to be that small, but they could win. But what I have seen now, where NPP is losing by over 1.5, it is a big one, and I think it's a moment for us in our democracy. And again, when I saw Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia appear before the screens yesterday to concede, as early as that morning, I was surprised and impressed, because we are in Africa and we know what happens here. In 2008, there was no such concession at all. Akufo-Addo fought till the end, and But
I mean, based on the numbers we have seen, there's nothing to fight for.
Still, you could have sat it out and just stayed and waited for the EC to come in.
I think
it's in America that they quickly call and then...
Because they are truthful. I mean, you see...
what's obvious is obvious.
And I think maybe, I don't know whether that's the main reason why he conceded, because we had started seeing the pockets of violence because people were becoming too anxious.
It wasn't that much. Honestly, it was not that much. The violence became intense after his concession. And this is what Dr. Bawumia's concession has done. Dr. Bawumia's concession has said to the NPP vote, actually, yawe. Now, if even he, the leader, has said, I have conceded, you who is fighting at some coalition center, and what are you looking for? Now, NDC then became emboldened. Now, if the driver himself has left the car, now we passengers sitting at back seat, what can you do? And so that's why we saw what's happening in the coalition center, where NDC said, oh, a chance for Ghana. So let's go and take it up. So there are MPP people who would tell you that Dr. Bawumia's concession left them naked, left them hopeless, left them helpless, left them strengthless. And that's why NDC then said to its supporters that go to the coalition center, follow the boxes, make sure things are done the right way. So his concession was good, but I think it has affected one or two MPP people, especially MPs. So that if he was still stuck to his guns, then we would have a lot of standoff. But then again, that would also lead to chaos. So I think.
But his concession had more to do with the presidential.
Yeah, but when you...
I mean, if you know that you have the pink sheets, but you also, as a constituency person, know your figures and all that, you stand your guns.
Don't forget that Dr. Bawumia's concession was not just for the presidential. When he said that Mahama had won decisively, he also said that they lost parliament.
Which was the truth on the ground.
So when you say they've lost parliament, now it's a matter of NDC coming to tell you by what margin. Because I think the MPP shut down its whole coalition and just gave up. It is only after a point that they realize that, listen, if we do not take care, NDC would have 2/3 majority. So now they are struggling and fighting so that they have some of the seats, so that at least they have 92.
Okay.
So that is this whole fight we are seeing at Ayawaso Central, at
Damongo,
and all those places, is because the NPP believes that no, we should not. At a point, they gave up hope, gave up everything. shut down. But now you have seen what's happening at Greater Accra Coalition Center. You have seen Peter
all
McMillan
the big
there.
shots have gone
You have
there.
seen Fred Owari there. Fred Owari is like the, I don't even know the title in the Baumia campaign. But all these people have gone to the coalition center to fight for one seat here, Okaikwe Central. It tells you how crucial that seat is. It has become like 2020, where before the MPP could realize NDC was winning parliament and decided, we have to sit up and fight. And that's how come we saw all the bloodshed that we saw in 2020. So for me, the defeat is too big and too surprising.